Okay, if I could just stop playing with my hair and make this video, it'd be really great for everyone involved. Ew, why does my shirt look so weird? There, does that look better? I don't know. We'll figure it out together. Fix my hair a little bit, do a little flip flop. A little flip, flap, flip, flip it to the flip, flip, you don't stop. Wiki, wiki. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Angel, and today we are going to take a little trip down memory lane, and I'm going to tell my embarrassing first date story because, you know, if I'm going to embarrass myself, I might as well do it on the internet. So let's just go ahead and start this story. I met my husband when I was 14 years old and we were in 9th grade. And the first time I saw my husband was in biology class, and it was a typical just like first day of school, and I walked into class and the first person I saw was my husband, and he was sitting directly in the middle of the classroom, and I am not kidding you that the light from the window was literally shining on him. I'm like, oh my god, that guy's really, really cute. But at the time I had a boyfriend, so I was like, okay, whatever, can't be like looking at him. So I just kind of like let it go. And then our like love story is pretty like weird because we liked each other, but it was like everything always seemed to get in the way of us being together. So I don't know, the school year ended and I pretty much just like wrote him off. I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm moving on with my life. I'm gonna forget about Aaron and I'm just going to do me. That sounds really stupid, but yeah, that's what I did. So I just like started talking to other people, and then I ended up meeting his best friend at camp. Weird. And his best friend was talking to me about like if I knew this guy named Aaron, and I was like, yeah, I didn't know that this particular girl was his best friend. So I was like, yeah, I know Aaron. I really, really liked him, and I like really, really liked him last year, but you know, he has a girlfriend, so I'm not even going to talk to him anymore. And then she goes, what? You liked him? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh my god, you're so much cooler than his girlfriend. Slight shade there. Sorry, not sorry. But anyway, she's like, oh my god, you're so much cooler than his girlfriend now. I have to hook you guys up. And I'm like, no, thank you. He doesn't like me. He has a girlfriend. We don't need to go there. And she's like, no, seriously, you're more his type than she is. And I'm like, I don't think so. So anyway, I just kind of thought she was crazy. And I'm like, I'm not even gonna think about that. So after camp, I ended up going to this girl's house and spending the night. And guess who calls her? Aaron. So Aaron calls her and is talking to her on the phone, and I'm just like in the background all quiet. I'm like, I'm not gonna let him know I'm here. I don't even really care. Okay, I did care, but I wasn't gonna let him know that. So she's talking to him on the phone. She goes, oh my gosh, guess who's over at my house? Angel. And he was like, what, really? And then she put him on the phone, or put him on speaker, and then he was like talking to her, and I'm listening, and he's talking to her about how he just broke up with his girlfriend. So I was just like, okay, yeah, I literally said this. I'm like, yeah, I've heard that before. He broke up with his girlfriend and then they end up getting back together or whatever. He's like, no, this time I'm serious. We're really done. I'm like, we'll see. So then anyway, like 2 weeks later or something, I end up going out to eat with his best friend and Aaron. So we're out to eat, and then after we went out to eat, then we were supposed to go see a movie, and she was supposed to come with us, and she ditched us. So we went to the movie, and that's kind of when everything really started happening, because in the movie, he held my hand. You know, it was a nice little special moment. So he held my hand in the movie, and I mean, I don't know. So we weren't officially a couple at this time, but you know, it was in the works. So we were talking on the phone like every day, and then I was going to the beach with my best friend. So I went to the beach. I was like talking to my best friend about Aaron all the time, and he was calling me every day. So he called me, and then I told him I was at the beach, and he was like, really? What beach are you at? And so I told him the beach I was at, and he was like, really? I'm at the same beach. And so I was like, no, you're not. He's like, yeah, my grandparents actually live here. So what were the odds that we ended up being at the same beach? My best friend and I were there at the beach for one entire week. So we scheduled a day during that week. It was a Wednesday. Yeah. I mean, I loved him, so I remember this stuff. But it was a Wednesday, and So we scheduled a day for him to come and hang out with us, have like a beach day together. So he met us at the beach and we ended up going into the ocean, and he was, we were in the ocean and it was like one of those calm ocean days where the waves weren't even like big or anything. It was just like the little ripples. And so he comes in the ocean with us and he's like holding me in the ocean. It was all romantic. And then I was like, so are you ever gonna ask me out? And then he was like, yeah, I was just waiting for the right moment. I'm like, well, I think this is the right moment, so you need to do it now. I mean, I had waited long enough. It needed to happen. I was done waiting. Like, it was either gonna happen or you need to go away. That's how I felt. So he asked me to be his girlfriend, holding me in the ocean, and I was like, it can't get any better than this. So that night, my best friend and her brother and we were going to play putt-putt, so I invited him to come with us. And so he meets us at putt-putt, and this is where the embarrassing stuff starts happening to me, because, you know, it's not my life unless something weird and embarrassing happens. So we go to play putt-putt, and we're at the first hole. And, okay, so my best friend goes first, then her brother, and they all like make they make the ball go in the hole. And then Aaron goes, and he makes like a hole-in-one the first time. I'm like, oh my God, how did he do that? I was so impressed. And then it's my turn. So I go, first embarrassing thing happens. I go to hit the ball in the hole, and I had to hit this ball 20 times, and I never got it in the hole. And there's this huge line of people forming behind me at putt-putt, and I'm like getting even more anxious because I'm like, these people are waiting to play putt-putt, and I'm like in their way. So I was like trying to really get it in the hole, and then I just gave up, and I'm like, whatever. So I pick the ball up and I like throw it in the hole, and then the ball bounces out, and everyone in that line laughs at me, including Aaron. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to, I really like this guy and I'm embarrassing myself. So anyway, they all laugh at me, including him, because that's my husband for you. And he laughs at me. Then we go to the next hole, and he's holding my putter. So we get to the next hole. It is my turn. It is my turn to hit. Yeah, it's my turn to, you know, play putt-putt. And so without looking behind me, I just reached behind me and I grabbed what I thought was my putter, and I didn't grab the putter. I ended up grabbing, crap, what am I doing with my life? This is going on the internet. I did that, and then I turned around and I realized what I had just grabbed. I turn around and I go, oh, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not that type of girl, I promise. And then he started laughing. I'm like, that's not me. I'm so sorry. I'm like, I just kept apologizing. I'm like, I'm not like that, I promise. And it just seemed like nothing I said was making the situation better. It was just getting even more and more awkward. So I just took the putter, and then I still missed. I just kept hitting the ball and kept missing. I'm like, this is just the never ending game of putt-putt. But then it ends up looking up at the end, because we go through the whole course, and towards the end of the course we end up sitting on this little ledge, and I'm sitting beside him, and I just was like, I don't know, I was just so happy to be there with him. And I don't know, I was happy to be his girlfriend. So I was just sitting there and I'm all happy, and then all of a sudden I turn like my face and he kisses me on the cheek, and then I was just so happy to just have that little kiss on the cheek, and then I turn my face completely, and then he kisses me, and then I'm like, ah! And I literally ran away, and I went and told my best friend, because, you know, that's what you do. And then she's like, I know, I saw. And then we like celebrated, not even caring that he was like literally like over there. So yeah, that's my embarrassing first date story. I hope you enjoyed listening to me embarrass myself on my first date and meet my husband. Kind of, the story is a little more intense, but you know, you got the gist of it. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that bell notification button, and comment down below, and check out my abuse story video that I just posted. It's pretty intense, and I'm hoping to raise awareness for child abuse. I am filming videos. I used to film every Saturday, but now I'm going to start filming on Thursdays and Sundays. I'm going to call it Trauma Thursdays and Sunday Fun Days. So Trauma Thursdays, I'm going to talk about things that had to do with my trauma and things I overcame, and just, you know, stuff to do with that, deeper content. And then on Sundays, it's going to be more chill, relaxed videos like this. I might do some like Christmas stuff. I don't know. We'll see. I really like doing these videos more. They're more fun. But yeah, so I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye. Love you guys. Bye.